Everyone's talking about AI agents, but the real challenge isn't just building one agent. It's about building a system that can coordinate multiple agents, discover new capabilities on the fly, and scale without breaking context. In this video, I'll walk you through an agentic infrastructure concept I've been developing and recently completed as an MVP. It's a technical framework designed to orchestrate multiple AI agents using dynamic discovery and per domain communication layers. Think of this as an architectural deep dive, the principles behind how an agentic system can actually work in production. Most AI setups start as a single large model, one brain that tries to do everything: plan, reason, retrieve, execute. But as soon as its complexity increases, multiple domains, APIs, or workflows, that single brain becomes a bottleneck. Context starts bleeding between tasks, execution slows down, and you lose reliability. That's what pushed me to rethink the design entirely. Not a bigger model, but a smarter infrastructure, something modular, composable, and agent-driven. At scale, this kind of design means faster experimentation, lower cost, and far more reliable AI behavior. It's the difference between a single model that responds and an intelligent system that can plan, execute, and adapt over time. The idea behind agentic infrastructure is simple. Treat reasoning agents like microservices, but instead of exposing REST endpoints, they expose tools and capabilities. Each agent handles one domain, for example, transcripts, pipelines, or work items, and it communicates through its own model communication protocol layer, or MCP for short. The MCP layer acts as a domain gateway. It defines the tools, input schemas, and validation logic specific to that agent's role, almost like a typed interface for reasoning. When a user sends a request, the orchestrator doesn't guess which agent to call. Instead, it queries a registry, discovers the available agents and their manifests, and selects the best one for the task dynamically. This means the orchestrator has no hard-coded dependencies. New agents can register themselves and become part of the system instantly. The orchestrator is the coordination layer. It interprets user intent, checks memory, queries the registry, and routes requests accordingly. It's stateless in design. Every reasoning step is logged, versioned, and contextually linked to an execution ID, so you could trace it back if you need to, or monitor it. It also manages short-term context and can persist long-term memory in a vector database or document store, so agents can build context over multiple interactions without overloading the models. The orchestrator doesn't need to know what agents exist beforehand. Instead, it calls the Agent Registry, retrieves a list of available agents and their schema manifests, and matches them to the user's intent. The orchestrator itself runs on a heavier reasoning model, something like GPT-4, because it needs to interpret complex intents, plan multi-step actions, and make routing decisions across agents. In contrast, each agent can use a lighter, fine-tuned model that's scoped specifically to its domain, whether that's summarization, pipeline deployment, or retrieval. This separation lets the orchestrator focus on higher-level reasoning while domain agents handle focused execution efficiently, almost like a senior engineer coordinating a group of specialists. The nice part about this setup is that the models themselves are completely replaceable. You can swap out the orchestrator's reasoning model or upgrade individual agent models independently without changing the overall architecture. The interfaces stay stable through the MCP schemas, so whether you're using GPT-4 today or another foundation model tomorrow, the system just works. That makes experimentation and model iteration a built-in feature, not a rewrite. So example, if you were to go ahead and try this with GPT-4 or another models that you want to go ahead and test, it'll be just a plug and play. And while the current design uses this heavy versus light model distribution, again, that's not a permanent rule. As pricing, latency, and model availability evolve, the orchestration layer could adapt, shifting to more uniform model loads, or even experimenting with local fine-tuned models where it makes sense. The point isn't to depend on a specific model, it's to build an infrastructure flexible enough to evolve with the AI ecosystem itself. The registry is like a service discovery for AI agents. Each agent registers itself with metadata, including its domain capabilities, endpoint, schema for the MCP tools, and a heartbeat. This allows new agents to join or leave dynamically without redeploying the orchestrator, a crucial feature for scaling large modular AI systems. Now, I did also mention the heartbeat. This is also important as monitoring the agents and how the orchestrator will communicate with the agents. You could set up a time for the agents themselves to have a heartbeat monitoring, which means that it's going to be communicating with the agent registry X amount of time, let's say every 10 minutes, 15, 1 hour, whatever you want. And the orchestrator will be then able to go ahead and check and see, oh, this agent has not updated itself with the heartbeat monitor for, let's say, I don't know, 30 minutes over time. So it's going to be basically thinking, oh, this agent is currently unavailable. That is also important when you're going to be monitoring some of these agents to implement some features like, heartbeat monitoring and so forth. Each agent is a self-contained unit. It has its own reasoning layer, manifest.json describing its tools, and its own MCP layer translating reasoning output into a structured tool execution. All of these MCP servers are written in Python and hosted in the cloud, which allows each domain to scale independently. Typically, they're developed as isolated microservices, for example, on Azure App Services, or their counterparts in GCP, with their own environment, authentication, and monitoring. Under the hood, each agent talks to its own model through a provided agnostic client. In practice, that means that the agent can point to a managed API like a hosted foundation model or a self-hosted runtime with control. For the MVP, the MCP services are cloud-hosted and the model endpoints are configurable per agent, managed for simplicity and reliability, self-hosted for tighter latency control, cost optimization, or custom fine-tunes. The interface to the model stays the same. The agent calls a single model client with a schema-checked request, and the endpoint can be swapped without changing the agent code. This keeps the architecture portable and replaceable, which we're upgrading models or changing where they run. People often ask, where do these agents actually live and how they communicate? Well, each agent runs as a cloud-hosted service, typically containerized and reachable through secure endpoints. Communication happens entirely over HTTP using JSON-RPC 2.0, which the MCP layer standardizes. This means that the orchestrator and the agents can talk to each other across different environments, whether that's the same cloud, different clouds, or even local development setups. Security is enforced through private networking, token-based authentication, and access control. So even though the agents are modular, their communication remains isolated and protected. For example, a pipeline agent might expose tools for deployment or CI/CD, while a transcript agent focuses on summarizing or vector storage. Each MCP gateway enforces schema validation and structured I/O for that specific domain, ensuring reliability, traceability, and reproducibility per agent. These agents are deployed as containerized services, each isolated with VNet integration, diagnostic logging, and access control. Terraform style variables define their environment, making them reproducible and configurable across multiple domains. Every agent also includes telemetry and tracing hooks, so the full reasoning chain from orchestrator to MCP call is observable through metrics, logs, and traces. It's a fully modular setup. Each agent can scale independently, and the orchestrator simply discovers them through the registry when needed. Let's walk through a simple conceptual flow. No company data, just the logic. User requests summarize our meeting notes and create a deployment task. The orchestrator parses the intent and checks the registry for agents capable of summarization and task creation. It discovers a transcript agent and a work item agent. It sends the summarization request to the transcript agent through its own MCP layer. The gateway validates the input, runs the reasoning model, and then returns the structured summary. The orchestrator then routes the summary to the work item agent's MCP endpoint, which validates the schema and creates a new task in the system. Everything is schema-driven, fully traceable, and dynamically coordinated without hard-coded logic. The beauty of this design is how easily it grows. You don't have to rewrite the orchestrator to add a new agent. A new service can just register itself, publish its manifest, and instantly become part of the ecosystem. Tomorrow, you could add a search agent, a reasoning agent, or even an evaluation agent, and they all integrate automatically through the registry and their MCP definitions. In many ways, this mirrors the evolution of microservices, but applied to AI reasoning and orchestration. It's an early step towards making intelligent systems composable, observable, and self-organizing. Before I wrap up, a quick side note. I've been also working on a smaller project called Promptify Studio. It's a web app that helps people enhance and understand prompts, kind of a companion tool for better prompting and prompt education. The idea is similar in spirit to Agentic Infrastructure, giving people a clear interface for how intelligence and language interact, just on a more personal scale. If you'd like to try it out, you can visit Promptify Studio. It's built with Flask, Firebase, and OpenAI's APIs as well as Gemini, and it's an open experiment in making AI prompting more accessible and transparent. So that's the MVP version of the agentic infrastructure I've been building. A modular framework where agents register, discover each other, and communicate through their own domain-specific layers. It's still evolving, but it's already proving that we can scale intelligent behavior without centralizing everything into a single model. My goal isn't to claim this as the way to build agentic systems, just to share what's worked so far and spark better ideas from others working in the same space. In future iterations, I'll be exploring asynchronous orchestration and RAG interaction so agents can reason in parallel and enrich themselves with relevant knowledge on demand. If you'd like to see a breakdown of that next, make sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.